season top 10 showdown. It's the Florida Gators and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Jones wants to throw it. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea.
Got a little grass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Pryor. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Third and short now, they snap it from their own 46. Now on the move. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's a give the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So If you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll run it. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people.
Got it! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here comes the heat. Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball
off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Mays. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running right, it's Ball. Could be an alley. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the back. Jones to throw. Puts it out of the air.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Gators come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They've got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's Sayin to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
A 1st down run in the red zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. On the move, it's Pryor. Turning it on! We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 25 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Hawkeyes sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the right. The sure hands, it's Jackson. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown Buckeyes. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Jones to throw. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Running inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Snags a quick pass on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They feed him again. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Say it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him, trying to buy time. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all down up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Steps away. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeye! A great catch and run for 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Jones to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Running the red zone. It's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And he puts through the extra point. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Jones wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds his man, and he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up. Letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing, say it, under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll... And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. Takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeye. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. At the 30, oh, they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go right back to the run. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities